Seriously, last week was so much easier because we were having a discussion about, like non-important stuff on IQs. Anyways, hey, Leta, welcome to Leta's Tap Fest and my autistic life. How are you doing this Tuesday?
Very good and very decent.
We we're last week when it was you and I chatting, we were talking about the IQ levels falling dramatically. We're going to go back to dance this week. How does that sound?
Nice. And very good.
This episode is going up on the 31st of March. That's right before Autism Awareness, Autism Acceptance Month starts. And we are going to talk about some stuff happening at your studio and lead it back into the acceptance awareness part. How does that sound?
Very, very exciting.
So, this past month we have been revving up and we are ready to announce that there is a new thing at the studio. What is it, Leta?
The Golden.
So all of us are a little neurodivergent. Go ahead, say what you want to say.
Not obvious at all. Leave it down the name of this studio's lately autistic freaking wings.
And it's humanly possible that all of us have some speech issues, correct?
Yeah.
And we named the new pre-professional group the Golden Chrysalis.
Named it something so hard to pronounce.
I'm like afterwards, and the person who has dysgraphia and dyslexia combined and is the one doing all of our graphics and writing of things, me, is the one who went, yes, we're going to go with chrysalises. And then I realized I can't spell this on a regular basis.
It's called autistic freaking wings.
Just
freaking wings.
Just to the best of our knowledge, this is the first autistic-founded, autistic-run, autistic-led, just like the studio is, completely neurodivergent group of dancers in the world. Yeah, is history's eyes are ignoring. I mean, come on. History is fun.
Not when you're in it.
Well, I mean, that's kind of probably true.
Hamilton.
Well, I mean, but history does have its eyes on you, little one, and the rest of you guys. I mean, no pressure or anything, but history has its eyes on you.
We all watched the play Hamilton. What do you mean, you liar?
Are you calling me a liar saying no pressure?
It's pressure. Liar.
But I wanted to ask you a couple questions because our big fundraiser for the month of April at the studio is going to be to try and raise enough money to bring on a couple full-time staffers to work with not only the Golden Chrysalises, but the studio itself. And that way we have more hours and don't have to worry as much if they're salaried on overtime for like recital or for performances or community events. What would having a full-time staffer who is around to help with the Golden Chrysalis mean to you guys?
We would get more hours. We would get cleaner choreography. We could clean our choreography.
What would cleaning the for people who don't know what cleaning the choreography means, what would cleaning the choreography mean to your performances?
They would look decent on stage.
And for those who are listening who are like in the comp world or like in the recital world, how often are we changing your guys' choreography?
Every single 5 minutes.
Okay, ignoring the show thing, like the pieces are staying the same. Like we're coming up with pieces.
I don't know
and
anything about comp.
Comp changes at the end of the year.
It does?
Yeah. You do a comp piece for 1 year and you never do it again.
Yeah, I know nothing about that world.
Like, but for the Golden Chrysalises, you guys are a performance-based. You guys are going to be having concerts, and we're putting together your concert pieces right now. And these pieces are going to theoretically, we all know a choreographer changes the pieces, theoretically stay the same between when they are laid down, when you've got them cleaned up, when we film them, when we put them on stage.
Emphasis on theoretically.
But these pieces are going...
That one freaking DC. That one freaking M11 DC. I mean, Miss Chloe, Miss Small, all my other mentors. Maybe they should. Maybe they could have. I don't know. Grab the child and at least one I knew, or any of the interns.
Okay, can oh, my note, the allergies are killing me real quick. But, like, the choreography should stay in your repertoire, theoretically speaking. D
See, you've been doing for multiple years of your life, yeah. I'm part directing you there, and then it's like,
Okay, that does happen with
I,
performance pieces.
sorry.
Happens with performance pieces, does not happen as often in, like, the studio world, but when you get out into the professional world, it
Studio world
happens.
is weird.
What would it mean, like, for the studio, not just for the Golden Chrysalises, but for the studio? If we can get out, we get you guys at least 3 or 4 pieces that we have set on you by, September, and we start going to events, and you guys start performing at events, and you start getting the Golden Chrysalises and Autistic Wings name out there. What would that mean for, like, fundraising for the studio and all
We would
that?
get more money. We would get more money. We would get more money.
And then on the money thing, because I think we're one of the few studios doing this. We are asking you guys to be mini pros, but we can't really pay y'all because
I get sweet treats out of this, right?
oh yeah, you get sweet treats out of
Yeah,
this.
there's
But
only one for payment.
here's the thing. You guys are all underage dancers. Paying you for performances I can do. I can't pay you for like your class time. But y'all are required to be in classes because reasons. So we are not charging any of the Golden Chrysalises a dime in tuition. All of the Golden Chrysalises are on full ride scholarships. That way I don't feel bad when you guys are out doing a 10-hour day at a event. On the other hand, I also don't feel bad when you're taking classes and your life is revolving around dance because you guys got paid in-kind stuff. But it cost about $3,400 a month for us to provide this to you guys. Did you know that?
Yes. I live with you, yes. You tell me every day, yes.
And so we need more and more donors to come on to help promote, not promote, help keep this program going and get it off the ground. It is a brand new program. We need to get it off the ground. And after this year, we would like to start talking about taking you guys on tour and like going out to other places and showing the world what autistic kids can do. We need about a year in studio to even think about doing that, and not just going locally. But I think a tour is in our roadmap. Um, we, did you know? What are you thinking? Go ahead.
Why you say we need a year of studio to even think about that when you're already thinking about that? A year in the studio to think about why think why you thinking?
Very
No
bad logic.
offense. I love you, Mom. Was I the only one who took anything away from speech therapy? Because I'm starting to think I'm the only one who took it. And I still barely
Important parts.
understand English.
Back to important part. So for April, we're not the grading mother. For April, we are going to be really pushing to bring on a full-time staffer or 2 or 3. And we are looking to raise about $4,000 to $8,000 in monthly recurring donations this next month to help support the Golden Chrysalises. You're giving me a look. A full-time staffer. Another reason we need a full-time staffer is most studios, pre-professional programs are in the evening because of our space restraints. Because we have exploded as a studio. You guys have to be there in the daytime, which means I need to hire someone like full-time because that's the only way they can afford to live.
I so I explained that to people on the other side of the screen.
Kind of, yes, because this is at the podcast. So we are going to have donation links in all of our podcasts for the next month. Those donation links will work year round. For our Golden Chrysalis to donate to the studio because we're paying from the studio. So you got to donate to the studio, but to donate to hire staff to work with you guys. And then they'll also be working with the other dancers at the studio because, it's not going to work in an autistic setting if the pre-pro and professional guys are only working with the pre-pro and professional guys and not working with the other dancers, because that's going to freak out autistic dancers when they suddenly change teachers, don't you think, Leta?
Yeah. Is they're not raised by two ADHD parents and have multiple mentors who keep switching who's doing whose class. Even though Miss, remember you being the one doing this class and Miss, no, no, you didn't.
But, there's another thing, we are skipping
Could give me a
Hollywood this year
warning.
because of scheduling, but next year we'd like to take a group. We would like to take the Golden Chrysalises out to Hollywood, have them perform at the Hollywood
When
Tap
this
Festival.
happen?
We'll discuss on off podcast. We'd like to have them go out, perform at the Hollywood Tap Festival, and we would absolutely love to bring our staff with us. If they are hourly, it's almost impossible to bring them to LA with us. If they are salaried, it's like because did you know if you are hourly, I have to pay you from the time you leave your house to the time you get back for these trips. And we are not right by a major airport. Plus, it takes time to fly out to LA and DC from here. And I am all for doing that. The problem is I don't have that
And
money.
it takes a good chunk of time to drive to Denver and get
Yes.
coffee and go, you love your mentor, you love your mentor, you love your friends, you love your friends, you love your mentor, you love your mentor, you love your friend, you love your friends. Do you want to do it? See you. Oh yeah, you gotta do dance stuff too. I really
No,
want
that's
to.
fine.
I'm sorry. So 3 days, only 3 days.
But I want to get back to what the Golden Chrysalises mean. Because yes, we're fundraising for this, and I have a sneeze stuck. I'm gonna just sneeze on. But this is huge for the community. We went out this weekend, and even the ABA therapy groups at the trade show we were at were like, "Oh my God, you have a pre-professional program, a pre-professional company made up of completely autistic dancers." I mean, how many times did you and Natalie get asked the stupid question of, "Are you autistic?"
Me, barely, Natalie, 24 freaking set. But Natalie was me and I was some random child. So
I mean,
apparently I'm no longer your biological child.
you look better with your picture next to it saying Leta Rundell meet and greet. So I don't know.
Apparently no longer your child. Apparently that's Natalie. I love Natalie. No, apparently it's not me. On that banner.
But just representation, these kids being able to see, because you are learning tech at our studio. You are learning real ballet. You're learning real jazz. You're learning real hip hop. You're learning real tap. You're learning real musical theater in a setting that is specifically, we are not dumbing down the class. We are changing a few things, but we're not dumbing down the class. But I think one thing that has to be said is having representation where it's I can be a dancer. I mean, you had a parent at least at the booth, and then I saw a couple parents away from the booth crying over the idea that their kids could dream about having a career in dance, didn't you?
No, I couldn't see the parents who weren't at the booth. I wasn't
At the
looking to
booth.
the side of me.
At the booth, you had
Oh yeah.
the idea at the booth, you did have one parent break down at the booth in happy tears about the idea that her kid could bring back that dream.
I the face of a child going, "Are you okay? What do I do? What do I do? Why are you crying? What do I do? What is going on? I'm sorry. What happened? What happened? What I want crying? What happened? What? Why are you crying? I am severely confused."
I think though that that is something that that is where the Golden Chrysalises are our best ambassadors to this city, to the state, to the world, is you guys are not just saying, "Hey, I take classes here at this studio." You guys are like, "Hey, not only do I take classes, you can follow this path and you can be dream about being a professional dancer even with your autism, and you don't have to give up yourself. You don't have to mask. You don't have to fit in at the traditional studios. You don't have to take their separate classes that tend to not have the same level of tech as the classes that, their teams are doing, and you can dream about that." And I think getting a full-time staffer in, or 2 or 3 if we can afford them, after this fundraising drive, will also help because then they can sit there and they can focus on not having to have 2 or 3 jobs, but focus specifically on Autistic Wings and focus on getting the best choreography they can for you. Because how important is the choreography in something like this?
Important so you know it so you don't fall off of the stage and then have to go. That was definitely a totally part of the
Wasn't my question. Let me rephrase my question for you. How no, you were right on knowing the choreography, but how important is it having that perfect piece, that lightning in a bottle, that piece that evokes all the emotion? Though you guys cannot get through the Billie Eilish piece that you guys are doing without laughing.
Hey! Okay. Why are you forgetting the Well, it was emphasis on
It was supposed to be. That piece was supposed to be a piece for the modern recital. I walked in out of my office because the only time I can do any work in my office is when it's just the pre-professional kiddos around, and walk out. You guys are doing it, and I pull Becca over to the side and I'm like, "I need you to change your mind on this." And she gives me this look of terror, and I realize that I forgot I'm talking to another Tizzy person, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's not a recital piece. That's gotta go in their repertoire." And she's like, "Oh, thank God you love it." But
Yeah, no offense, Bob. I love you. Quick switch happened in your head. Oh, you stop that. Yeah, put there, idiots, and I love you. But my heads. Quick,
and that's one of the things I wanted to.
everybody sanity, quick, and nerves.
But it's things like that, and I think that's where I'm trying to get to, that choreo. Yes, I do need to learn how to flip a switch because 'cause I'm so used to talking to the neurotypical parents that by the time I get in, I have masked myself up, which I'm like, "Kids don't mask." I have to mask to talk to your parents. It's a whole thing. But, it is so that choreography is so important, and that choreography doesn't take a minute to do in the middle of class. That choreography takes hours outside of the studio for your choreographer to get to you, correct?
I mean, yes, if we were talking about normal people. No, if we're talking about my choreography.
What I'm saying, I mean,
I mean, yeah.
choreography isn't something. I mean, it does just come to some people. But it has to be with what we're going for, with what we're trying to do, with having that coming in and going, "Well, you're pre-professional. I need you up here at professional. I need you to rival the best in the industry, children." Not asking a lot, just need you to rival the best in the industry. Correct, Leta?
Uh, what, what, what? Oh, we have to do this.
You, Faith, Natalie, Liv, I need all of you guys to come up and be the best in the industry.
Hey, well, the ancestry can do it. That will die.
Imposter syndrome. It runs
What do you
through the
mean
entirety of the
imposter
studio.
syndrome?
Back to thing on here though. Absolutely need the choreography to be at that level as well. So it's not just asking you dancers to be there. I'm asking our choreographers hey, I need you to be able to choreograph at the level of New York, at the level of Hollywood. I need you to come up to a level of professionalism that isn't usually asked in a young kid's dance studio.
No, no, no. All I'm thinking is, no. I just need you to remember when you talk to them, you are not talking to idiots. Just quickly flip that. And I can.
But I think because we're asking that, it's a lot easier to ask that if their only job is working for us and not working 3 other jobs so that they can afford to put food on the table. Correct, Leta?
You know what? It concerns me when you say three other jobs.
I think technically, but yeah,
It only has one other job.
now she has another job.
So
She has
where her
2.
third job?
Yeah, we're her 3rd job right now.
I,
Um,
I. Okay, I know some people say the training system was bad, but it's
put a pin in it and we'll come back. But I think that's one of the reasons that has to be our fundraising priority next month is to fundraise enough to bring on full-time employees. Because we need them to be focused on the studio and only the studio. And
and I
if
have
we
high
could,
blood pressure.
with, yeah, without the blood pressure. I think the other thing is I'm going to try and I've got a couple feelers out to see if we can find anyone who's willing to do a matching grant. Like they'll help us, like someone who's willing to do, hey, I will put up this amount of money for the first month matching, kind of like Colorado Gives does in November. I think it'll be amazing. And I think the Golden Chrysalises are so important to the autistic movement from the community side because it is a community organization. It's not neurotypical people coming in and going, let's do this. This is a community coming in and going, let's go, guys. Um, it's also like we are going to train these girls how to be little pros. You're going to get to know them on the podcast once we switch over to them being daytime and being in the studio for 5 hours.
And why did you ask any of them if they were going to be on podcast?
Didn't. It's see, perks of being the manager.
Okay, we might start putting on the deal for the Golden Chrysalis. Golden. Why am I doing this? Chrysalis. Chris. I give up. I mean, and you automatically gonna be on the podcast.
I've
I
been
guess I'll
telling
go to
parents as they're
consider
coming
that.
in that they're automatically like, we're gonna bring you out the kids on the podcast. I know that at least one local news station is planning on interviewing you guys a lot. Yeah. Um, you guys are gonna be out doing video shoots, like actual video shoots, not like the 5-hour video shoots that we all hate, but the professional ones. We're gonna take a week in July for you guys to do all the Colorado Gives video shoots at once, which is another reason it would be nice to have a full-time staffer.
I mean, you said not 5 hours, so therefore 6 hours. How many angles do you need?
I need a lot. And the week we're doing the Colorado Gives shoots in July, I know Colorado Gives isn't till November, but we're pre-filming all that. We're gonna take that back studio since this is last summer. We have no one back there. We'll turn it into a cute little Christmas in July place. And we will get all the 30 seconds, all the 90 seconds, all the videos we need for Colorado Gives filmed. Hopefully we won't need reshoots, but yeah, there's going to be lots of angles. There's going to be lots of this. There's going to be lots of that. And you know how long a 1 minute and 30-second video can take.
30 seconds on video. I was on holiday. Oh, so I'm sorry, kids. Somebody start saying no, no, no. You're not gonna be a person who needs to live off of coffee. Because if you're going for a job, you get so enunciate.
That's the
You know
other
what?
thing
That
is,
was. You know what? If Starbucks really, 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 really wants to make a really decent commercial, just no the freaking Hollywood, all the movies and other art stuff, and your customer.
and I mean, we also like your dad and I pay for all the snacks at the studio that you guys don't pay for because I don't want a bunch of hangry teens and
I'm
preteens around
14,
the
I have
place.
no money, also you're my mom.
Well, yeah, but I'm not asking the parents to pay for them because I'm like, I have your child here for multiple hours. I need them to not be hangry, so hand me their list of snacks they want because I do not want that. But so our goal is to hopefully raise in the next couple months 4,000 in recurring donations monthly to go towards salary. We are planning on doing the major shoots. If you want to follow along with the Golden Chrysalis's journey, the Golden Chrysalises do not have a website yet, but we have Insta and we have Facebook, and I will link those in the description below. Um, Autistic Wings is always looking for donations too. We are looking for business partners as well, correct? Like the big businesses who would like to give us money, and we will put their name on everything. If you get it in, we're doing banners for the next group, and like at the bottom of our banners, if you do a certain amount of donations a year, you get your name on the bottom of all of our banners. And we're doing a lot of community events. That means your stuff is out there, correct, Lita?
I mean, yes.
Next week, we're going to talk a little bit about our need for businesses for Colorado Gives. We are doing co-branded deals especially if you are willing to do for the November deal a matching grant situation where you're like, we will match up to X amount of new donations you get in. We would love to talk to you because we're going to film all that in July, and I'm getting that stuff to the girls. What else is there? Oh, Swings from Wings, our golf tournament is coming up April 24th, 2026. If you listened to the podcast before April 10th, you can go register. We have to have our registration numbers into them 14 days in advance, so we have to cut off on the 10th. What else am I missing? Why else? Oh, babies. They should donate for your babies, right, Lita?
I mean, I don't think they want to be the reason why babies have depression. Do you?
We are actually in a much better financial position than we were in December when you were saying
Bop,
that.
bop, 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 bop. I'm trying to use the heartstrings game. If
But the thing is, we need help now to support the buildup that's coming in September because we are going from, I believe, if I did my numbers in my head right, under 50 students to we will have 150 dancer slots available in classes in September. I mean, we're going to have actually, we're starting them in June if we can bring the staff on. We'll have musical theater for adults. We'll have hip hop for adults. We'll have tap for adults. We'll have ballet for adults. We'll have ribbons for adults because everybody seems to love the ribbons class, including the adults. We're going to have a full homeschool daytime program. We're going to have a full school daytime program. We're going to have our Saturday program. We're going to have our evening program. And we have maxed out the studio space and we have 60 plus classes. So yeah, we need to hire the staff now. And that means I need people to give me their money now, if that makes any sense. Plus, it'll support the kids because all of our kids are what, Lita?
um,
Scholarship. Not a single dancer at Autistic Wings. Yeah, I know.
sorry, I started hyperfixating on the fact that if the beaver puts a paw just right, it kind of looks like a hoof. I mean,
Um,
which is just
it looks like, but my mind just went bye on me. No, it's okay. So we are fundraising with the whatsies off to bring people on. It does help us because our classes cost $171 an hour. That is outrageous. We charge if you want to come dance at Autistic Wings and you want to pay that full $171 an hour, I am not going to stop you. What about you, Lita?
hey. I'm just gonna go with the flow, well, 'cause I have two ADHD parents, so I'm just gonna go with the flowing. Even if I don't know what's going on, I'm just gonna try to figure out what's going on. Well, nobody tells me what's going on because everybody thinks they told me what's going on, but nobody told me what's going on. Why does that always
But
happen?
yeah, well, but what I'm gonna say is, so if you wanna pay the 171 an hour, we'll be fine with it, but that's out of the reach of most parents, so most of our dancers are on partial or full scholarships. Because of that, we need the community's help. But we are good, we are great, we are fine, we need to get the stuff there so that we don't have to charge our kids 171 an hour. Um, so donation links in the description below. There will probably be a QR code that has been around here somewhere while we've been doing this. What am I missing? Am I missing anything or are we good?
The only thing is, I think the pit bull fell asleep.
Well, we will talk to everyone.
So flappy.
Friday, we have another guest on. I cannot remember for life of me. I was in meetings before we did this podcast, so
It's coming out Friday. I'm so sorry.
and then we'll have another Tap Tuesday episode next week, and we'll talk more about tappity tap and dance and all that fun stuff, and maybe more about the Golden Chrysalises, right? Did a terrible job. When I was like, let's name this, you wanted chrysalide, which was not a real word. I went,
I will make it real world.
let's do it this way. And it was good. So, yay. And yes, we are going to get this done.
Crystallize sounds cooler.
Talk to everyone Friday and have a great Tap Tuesday. Bye.
It does. Bye.
Hello, thank you for watching the Pit Podcast, and please subscribe and also look at that adorable paper. So if you want to subscribe for it, and also please leave a like. And don't forget, if you subscribe to our stuff, you won't miss any of our new podcast stuffies. And also, did you see that adorable paper? Don't you like it?